huge news, chat. Huge news. Geode. It's back. Now, this is like a developer alpha or beta or whatever you want to call it. It's not like the full public release, but I am pretty sure if you really want to, anyone can just go to the GitHub and get this. But here it is. This is the developer release for Geode. So what this means is I have not all, but pretty much all of the Geode mods that I need. Now, keep in mind that we might crash a little bit this stream. I've already played around with this basically the entire day. The crashes haven't really happened at all, but I'm just saying we might crash every so often. It could happen. But it's here. And the one mod I wanted for the Gauntlet streams, I have, which is the Gauntlet safe, being able to access the server versions of the Gauntlets from within the Gauntlet. So now, beating the rebeats of the rebeats will be a lot more seamless and not annoying. Oh fuck, I accidentally opened Balatro. Shit. Fuck, I clicked behind Geometry Dash and opened Balatro. No, you fuck off. Stop it. No, I don't want to play Polterworks right now. Stop it. We're not doing this. Okay. Great. So, I will say, the mods for Geode have been being updated very quickly. If I go to recently updated, I mean a lot of mods have already been updated. Like, if I'm just scrolling through, right? Like, all these mods are already working. And it's not everything. My beloved menu shaders is not working yet, unfortunately. But lots of stuff is already working. So, you know, we're getting there, and I'm sure it's gonna get publicly released soon. I wouldn't be surprised. Hello, GD Icon. Hello, Frostwave. Hello, Often Guy. Hello, Sharp. Hello, Bismith. Fuck. Hello, Suv. Hello, Emil Batstorm. Hello, Zekrostorm. Welcome to the stream. I saw The Binding of Isaac. I need to go back to playing that at some point. I do own The Binding of Isaac, yes. Alright, let's just jump right into it. Well, I did already finish off the Power Gauntlet, since this has no demons. I did this before the stream, so this was taken care of. I was playing the Halloween Gauntlet before I went live, but obviously we're gonna focus on demons, as that's the, you know... That modded background from most of my streams is from Balatro? Yes. Okay, so Treasure I don't think has any demons, although it does have Zone Pirate 5, which is a very funny level. So that leaves us with Inferno, which conveniently I just beat Burn, so we can play this one right now. Moldy Duchess, nah, you're not late. I haven't even opened a level yet. Although, yeah, if, just so you know, I have Geode now, so it's here. Look, we got Jukebox! Oh shit, that reminds me. Can I vent really quick while we're learning this level? The fuck was that? What? Hold on. The fuck was that? Huh? Can I... 71906. What the fuck was that? Does Control F not work on the site anymore? Oh my god, the website is so bad now. I hate everything about the new Songfile Hub website. I really do. That's what I'm going to be venting about in a second, so bear with me. Oh, they just straight up don't show you the song IDs anymore. This is what it looks like now. They just don't fucking show you the song IDs. Well, that's a downgrade if I've ever seen one. You saw the rant on Twitter? Yeah, so you know what's coming. Can I use the website search? Because last time last version of the site, I never used it because it was broken. 71906. Can I... No. And it doesn't let me search for song name, it's asking for level name. Oh. Song ID. Thank God. Okay, what the fuck was this? Blaze X NLE Choppa, Young Cranka, 2NP Tech 9 featuring Joey Cool, King, ISO, and Dwayne Johnson, Denzel Curry, Ludacris, KSI, Lil Darky, Childish Gambino, Eminem, Wowie, Carrick, DMX, Kendrick Lamar featuring U2, 6ix9ine, Loop Fiasco, Pegboard Nerds featuring MC Moda, Camelot, Viral, Nejbani, Na Pagrazabi, I feel like I just said a slur in a foreign language, Einstein, Tech 9, Psycho, Bitch, Shake 88, Ricky, Move, Bitch, Lamborghini, Drink My Piss, oh my god. Fucking little darkies in here, okay. Bonfire, Sweatpants, Go to Sleep, Lose Yourself the Way I Am, Cow 2, Song, Drop Shit, X-Gun, Give It To You, XXX, Gooba, Face Off, I Gotcha, Gunslinger. Alright. Well, I think I know which mashup we're using. But, okay, real talk, now that I have the site up, I am actually gonna rant. We're gonna get serious for the beginning of the stream, because I am actually, like, legitimately frustrated. You see this right here? You have an ad blocker turned on. Discord server perks, a state-of-the-art music analyzer, our YouTube downloader, and much more for a one-time purchase of $4.99. This breaks YouTube TOS, so first and foremost, I'm gonna say, I do not condone the use of that. Obviously, I'm not gonna be able to stop people, but just, Susan, I don't even think you're the CEO anymore, but please don't murder me. But more importantly, I want to rant about this. Basically, and I'm using an ad blocker, although I turn it off for YouTube, I'm a good boy. I use an ad blocker, so that's the reason I'm seeing this. And basically, they're creating a subscription service. If we click on Premium over here, they're creating a subscription service for... Or no, I keep saying subscription service, but that's wrong. It's a one-time purchase. Basically, you can buy like, a tier, and they give you a bunch of shit, okay? I, personally, do not think Songfile Hub should have any option to make money. I hate this so much, okay? And, here's the thing, right? I'm not saying this because they don't deserve the money or they don't do a lot of work. These guys do a lot of work, and I appreciate it. So, you know, Songfile Hub devs, if you're watching this, none of this is against you. In fact, this is really because I'm worried about you. But basically, my fear is the whole point of Songfile Hub. The entire fucking reason this website exists is so that you can download songs that were either banned or never in Geometry Dash for use in Geometry Dash. Or, if I can put this in simpler terms, the point of this website is to download copyrighted music, which means technically this is a piracy website. This has always been legally gray. And I don't think it's legal. And the thing is, I'm not going to say whether or not I agree with this, but what I will say is if one were to agree with this, I feel like charging money is the fastest way to put a target on your head. Because let's really look at the songs you can get on here. You can get Radiohead songs. You can get fucking, let's see, you get Far Too Loud songs. You can get, Noma songs. You could get, Toby Fox's music label, whatever you want to call it, is very litigious. That's why I don't use their music in my videos. They will copy strike people for literally no reason. We have fucking Panda Eyes, we have Skrillex, we have so many legitimately, like Zed, Lindsey Sterling. I'm pretty sure, like, there's fucking Nickelback songs on here, because of Nickelback circles, although I can't search for it. There's a 9 circles level called Nickelback circles, and I'm 99% sure they have that level song. Yeah, see? You can just download Nickelback songs. So, yeah, I worry. And for those of you who are invested in the world of emulators, and you've seen how Nintendo attacks emulators, or for those of you who are invested in the world of music preservation, you would know that a lot of the times, stuff like ROM distributors tend to not get in legal trouble unless A, they get really popular, or B, they make a profit. Stuff like Yuzu being taken down specifically because they distributed patches that let you play Tears of the Kingdom before it was released. That's why Yuzu got taken down. Because Nintendo was very mad about that. And my fear is that by adding any sort of profit to this website, and any sort of way to make any money off this website, they are putting a target on their backs. So, here's the thing. I brought this up in Songfile Hub's Discord general chat, right? And one of the guys, I don't know if he actually develops the website or what, but I know I'm pretty sure he was a mod in the server. Somebody in the server was like, oh, but all the money that we're making from this is just going to go back into the site. As if that makes it better. But they don't understand that it doesn't matter. It's like development costs are still costs. You're still making money. And when I said that, this is unironically the last response I got on the matter was, there's a difference between profit and income. Which is the most infuriating example of missing the point I have ever seen. So, yeah, I'm really worried. I'm really fucking worried, because I would not be shocked if legally this site ends up in some kind of danger at some point. I got rage baited. I mean, maybe it was like a joke response, but it doesn't change the fact that, I mean, hell, if it is rage bait and a joke response, it doesn't change the fact that they're not really taking the issue I'm presenting seriously, you know what I mean? And it doesn't help that their tagline is bookmark us, which really reminds me of a lot of those anime piracy sites where they tell you to bookmark the site because their URL changes constantly, right? So, yeah, that's just something I had to get off my chest. It concerns me. I really think the devs of the website should, reconsider. I know one that does that, can't mention it here. Well, Frostwave, the one that I have in mind is for watching cartoons, if you get my drift. But yeah, I can't promote piracy sites on the stream. I wouldn't. Okay, so let's start playing. What do I think about update disorder? What the hell is update disorder? You did something really funny? This mashup is incredible. I just realized the guy who made the song for this level is the same guy who made the song for Diamond Blade. Yeah, Corn and Beans is a legendary Newgrounds artist. Okay, that's... What the fuck is that? Why? Oh, that's gross. Oh, it's because those saw blades fade in at the ship. So they just... Okay. This is... I wish creators could use copyrighted songs. Yeah. Also, that is a wild fucking name. You did 4 to 97 on Denouement again? Nice. Did I beat Logotomy? Yes, I did. The stream is still up. I actually added timestamps so that you could, like, skip to the completion, too, if you want to look at it. Oh, this is really finicky. So apparently, I don't know if you've seen Frostwave, but there is a small chance he didn't, and that the level just had fucked up hitboxes way in the past. Like, someone tweeted at me showing me that in an older version, the hitboxes just didn't connect. I have to look into it myself, because it was just a random, like, no PFP Twitter user, but, like, if that's true, that's just really funny. This is only finicky because you play as the robot. Because everything is not a micro-click, but almost a micro-click. And I keep clicking too short. Okay, so I just gotta remember rule of threes. Fucking weird level. Who the fuck was that voice? I just listened to their their discography recently. Oh, it was Kendrick Lamar. I'm an idiot. I'm so bad with voices sometimes. I believe rap is only good when incorporated into other genres. Why? Rap is probably one of the simplest genres to be good. Because rap is like... It's just poetry to beats. It's why it's so widely appealing. It's because you can do so much with it. Opinions on Metallica. I tried to do a Discog dive with them. I got like 3 albums in and then got bored and stopped because their songs are too long. Yes, this does use Blaze. I've never, like, I'm gonna be real, and I'm sure it exists, but I don't think I've ever heard 2 rappers that sound the same. Like, this is gonna sound so fucking weird, right? But it feels to me like every single rap artist is different enough to where it kind of feels like a completely different genre sometimes. Like comparing Kendrick Lamar to someone like, oh, what the fuck is his name? This guy, I've literally been listening to him recently. Why is it leaving my brain? JPEG Mafia, Jesus Christ. Comparing the sound of, like, Kendrick Lamar to JPEG Mafia, they're, like, 2 completely different genres, even though they're not. It's so odd. Also, yeah, you can add me on Discord, Zekrostorm. I asked you on Twitter, like, 3 months ago, but I never replied. What? Hang on, let me check my Twitter. I don't see you in my Twitter DMs. I asked in the replies of one of... Oh, I might have missed it then. I mean, yeah, you can add me on Discord if you want. In fact, what's your Discord? I'll add you really quick. Why is my description of my stream always my demon list spreadsheet? It's because it's the only thing I really need there. Oh, you added me. Okay. I accepted it. I'm gonna send you the random Discord GIF thing, even though you're not showing up in my list. What the fuck? Yeah, I'm gonna send you, like, the random Discord GIF of funny. Which one do I send? I have so many dumb GIFs. I'll send you Gamblecore. There you go. Thought it was pronounced GIFs. Ew. Also, yeah, I use Vencord. Ouch. But yeah, I don't know if any of, because to what I was saying earlier, I don't know if any of you relate to what I was saying with, like, it legitimately just feels like every rap, hell, every hip-hop artist just feels like they're making their own new genre. And that's not a bad thing, I like that it's so varied in sound. I'll be right back. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Someone was knocking on my door. Anyway, yeah. I'm trying to say that I like hip-hop. I do. It's weird because for the longest time I was very close-minded in the genres I listened to. Not to say that I didn't like hip-hop, but, like, if it wasn't dubstep, I probably wasn't listening to it. That's how I used to be. Like, I listened to mainly, like, Skrillex and Knife Party and artists like that, right? That's how I grew up. Just, it was like deadmau5, and then a bunch of dubstep artists. And to be fair, that hasn't changed. I love those artists. It's just now I've broadened my horizons. And I gotta say, getting, like, knee-deep into hip-hop and listening to a bunch of shit, oh man, I was missing out, bro. Like, I'm going through JPEG Mafia's discography and just listening to all of it right now. It hasn't all been winners. In fact, the last 2 albums I listened to by him I didn't like. But I'm also early in. And to be fair, I've listened to, like, I think 5 albums by him already. And so for me, only disliking 2 of them, that's not bad. Fuck, I legitimately, like, in practice, I had a strat specifically to remind myself not to jump there, and I did it anyway. Dude, I listen to so many video game OSTs. That's been, like, my genre lately. Fucking The Amori OST is so fucking good. What is Amori even about? It's... I can't even say that without spoiling it. Just play it. It's such a fucking good game. Please don't spam emotes. That is an insane amount of emotes. Don't do that. Creepypasta, same thing except for the most part spoopy and shitty. Dude, creepypastas are such a weird thing for me to talk about. Like, as a kid, I basically grew up on them. And to be fair, I wouldn't be as into horror as I am if it wasn't for creepypastas. You guys could probably tell by the name, but I'm a little influenced by horror. And, like, I started consuming creepypastas as my original horror, right? And the thing is, when people think creepypasta, they think, ew, cringe, Jeff the Killer, Sonic EXE, Smile Dog, and, I agree, those kind of suck. Smile Dog's alright, but a lot of those suck. Jeff the Killer and Sonic EXE might be some of the worst literature I've ever read. I'm not going to be nice to Sonic EXE because the writer is a piece of shit. Fuck JC the Hyena. But with Jeff the Killer, it's like, okay, this feels like it was written by a actual child, so I'm not going to be too mean, but it is not good. But anyway, a lot of old creepypastas were kind of a mixed bag, and so I get why creepypasta has the reputation it does. Because it's like, oh, man, there's this creepy, spooky version of this TV show, right? Like, I remember creepypastas like The Grieving, The Amazing World of Gumball creepypasta, where it was just like, I don't even know, fucking such a shit story. One thing that always bugged me about, like, lost media creepypastas in particular was like, okay, if this was such a traumatic event for you, and you were only able to see it once, and you weren't expecting to see it, then how are you giving such a vivid and detailed description of it? Because, like, in some of these stories, it'll literally be like, there was a photo of a man, and his eyes were bleeding, and there was blood everywhere, and rah-rah, but it was only on screen for a singular frame, despite me describing it in intense detail. It's like, okay. It's just really hard to take it seriously. Because, like, a lot of the stories just fail the balancing act of, like, too much detail versus too much horror, I guess. I'm gonna lock in, hold on. There we go. We gotta rebeat it, though. That's the signature of the Gauntlet streams. We don't just beat it once. Tried to boycott Microsoft as much as possible. Yeah, I mean, I play Minecraft, but I don't play new updates. I only really play Minecraft. Minecraft, wow, I only ever play mod packs, so, like, Lately, I've been playing Mod 6. That's been the thing that I've been playing. Doesn't really feel that bad to do that either, because I kind of already hated Caves and Cliffs. But yeah, so as I was saying about creepypastas, it's like, a lot of them are kind of shit, but also, like, well, some are just straight up shit and weren't even good at the time. Some of them, it's like, okay, this is early internet humor, I can forgive it. Because, you know, a lot of them have the campfire story vibe, where it's like, yeah, this is cheesy as hell, but it's kinda cool, you know? But, the thing is, people get so caught up in, like, the mainstream creepypastas, they don't remember just how big of a genre it is, and the fact that there were entire YouTube channels, there still are entire YouTube channels where their entire career is built off reading a new creepypasta every week. Right? And as you can imagine, with that many stories and it being that diverse, it's basically just an indie horror genre. There's some really good stories. Like, genuinely, there's some really fucking good creepypastas. Like, there's this one story, I forget what it was called, I'll be real, but basically it was about, like, a guy who works as, like, I think he works as a park ranger or something like that. Like, he interacts with, national parks a lot, right? And the whole format of the story is that it was a Reddit thread. That's how the story was formatted. And it's basically a Reddit thread where he's just telling normal, ordinary stories about working as a park ranger. But every so often, he'll slip in these stories and details about these weird staircases in the middle of the forest that don't go anywhere. And it's such a cool idea. Because the thing with the staircases is that they're kind of like a glitch in the simulation, if you will. They cause weird things to happen if you approach them. Another one was, actually, this is a mainstream story, but I gotta fucking defend this one. One story I always thought was really good was Rap Rat. That fucking creepypasta, that thing was sick. I know it's easy to poke holes in it nowadays, and there is some shit that, no pun intended, was rather cheesy, but I don't know, man. I thought it was a pretty good story. Why am I struggling so much on the UFO? Did I hear Johnny Test Season 1 was found in widescreen from a 1.1 terabyte folder that has a collection of shows that aired on some Irish TV network? Really? That's fucking wild. But, like, yeah, I think creepypastas, when you treat them as what they are, just, like, campfire stories, really, they're not that bad. Like, you could do so much worse. And people also gotta remember that, like, a lot of these stories are written by actual children, so it's impressive that they are as okay as they are, right? And then there's just the fact that there's a lot of them that are legitimately good. Although, in light of the Slender Man stabbing that happened, I feel like it kinda killed the genre a little bit, because a lot of people, in light of that event, kinda just stopped making them. Okay, if you guys don't know, because that's probably really wild to some people, there are some people that might not know. Short version, two, like, young middle schoolers stabbed their best friend because they thought that Slender Man was real. And, like, not helping is that they were, like, severe schizophrenics. Or at least I know one of them was. I don't know about both. So, it was just, like, this really tragic thing that happened. And I remember, like, I have vivid memories back then of, like, shortly after that event happened and hit the news. For the first time ever, the Creepypasta Wiki just came out and said, hey, guys, this story's not true. We gotta, like, wrap this up, bro. And I legitimately think that event, like, if it didn't kill it, it fragmented the creepypasta community a ton. Like, I know so many people left. But also, not everyone did. The writer of the insanely good Candle Cove, which I think might be one of the best creepypastas ever written, he's the guy who made Local 58. Probably one of the most legendary horror YouTube channels. That isn't, like, a documentarist like Nexpo. So I don't know, I just refuse to believe the genre is fully dead. There we go. Took me a little while. The EDP creepypasta? You know what, that motherfucker is basically like a fucking cryptid, like... I think it'd be pretty safe to say that you better not let your children around that guy. Jesus Christ. Oh! This level! This level fucking slaps! Why did I think it was gonna be a wave there? I actually really like this level. Yeah, this level's so fucking good. Yeah, they go by Spectre now. Yeah, Spectre... I talked about it in a previous stream, but they're not... You know... I just... I don't really want to bring that up again, but yeah. It's mostly orange and gray. Not only that, Frostwave, but I like hot sauce. Like, I'm one of those people that, like... puts hot sauce on as many things as I can get away with putting it on. So really, it is perfect for me in every way. But it's also just legitimately fun. Let's hope I don't die on the last click like I did when I originally beat this. I gotta remember to jump out of that. Easy Demon asymmetrical duels are fun, I agree. 3 AM challenge. Oh, that's the other thing that probably killed creepypastas back in the day. Fucking 3 AM J-Station videos, bro. That shit was cringe. That's my least favorite extreme demon. See, that's such a tricky question. It's not Art of the Blade. I know I ranked that as the worst extreme in ranking the demon list, or the worst list demon. But, like, I did that because I think it's the worst from a game design perspective. I actually like it. Like, it's so bad it's good, kind of thing. Worst extreme is Super Hate Me World. No, that's what makes it tricky, though, because I want to say Sakupin Circle's so bad, but also a part of me doesn't. A good contender is Combustion. I remember in ranking the demon list, I thought Combustion was a 1.9 level until I noticed the end screen moved. But I don't think it's Combustion either, because I'm sure Combustion plays well. That's another thing about ranking the demon list that's weird, is that I didn't take gameplay into account for a lot of stuff. And, like... Alright, chat. I'm gonna talk about this because I made a community post, and so you're probably curious. I am legitimately thinking about remaking ranking the demon list, like doing it again. If I do this, it won't be until after ranking the map packs is over, and, yeah, I'm definitely gonna redo it. The list is unrecognizable from what it used to be. But the twist, chat, is that I might do it, instead of being ranking the demon list, to make it distinct, I'm thinking about doing ranking the AREDL. And just having it be a series that goes on forever. But, there's a couple things I'm gonna handle differently. Like, in ranking the demon list, I refused to talk about gameplay. And I did that because I didn't know what the fuck I was talking about. Which, to be fair, I still think that was smart. But the one downside to that is that if I thought the gameplay was good, I still didn't talk about it. So there are some levels that are low that would have been higher if I took gameplay into account. Because, like, Cosmic Cyclone, right? Cosmic Cyclone, if I remember correctly, it was number 9 in the final top 10. And if I were ranking it based off gameplay, I would have put Cosmic Cyclone higher. It would have probably been at, like, number 4. Or, what's another one? Well, I can say that Sakupin Circles would have been the worst on the list. It probably will be when I redo it. I'm still, yeah, I see you asking it again. I'm still trying to think what I think the worst extreme is. A good option is Panasonic. Panasonic is fucking terrible. No, it's not because of the verifier. He's a piece of shit, yes, but it's not because it's Advi. Because Pumped Up Kicks was verified by Advi, and I like that one, despite the UFO frame perfect. No. It's... Panasonic just sucks. It doesn't play good. Like, I was indifferent to it, and then I watched Seal suffer through it, and it's like... Jesus Christ. That level doesn't work. I'm gonna be real. I think... I'm gonna turn the music down a little bit because, yeah, but... I'm gonna be real. I think the biggest problem with ranking the Demon List, and the reason I want to redo it so bad, is I was too afraid of being controversial. Because... I mean, it's funny, because shortly after that, people started saying I had bad opinions, and that whole weird thing started happening. So I guess, like, if you're a reviewer, you're always gonna be, like... How do I say that? I feel like no matter what you do, or... Not that I think that there is such thing as a correct opinion, but the best way I can phrase it is, no matter how based you are, that's the only way I can think to say what I'm trying to say. No matter how based you are, there will always be a vocal majority. And I say majority because it's usually a larger amount of people than you'd expect. But there's a vocal majority that will get mad at you, no matter what. Because both opinions, I think this level is good and I think this level is bad, no matter what level, will piss people off. Like Limbo, right? If I say that I hate Limbo, that'll piss people off for what I hope is obvious reasons. If I say that I like Limbo, that'll piss people off because there's a large group of people who think it doesn't deserve Mythic. So you can't win, right? You're a reviewer, you are going to get people thinking your opinion sucks regardless of what you say. Yes, exactly, Frostwave. And, the thing is I watch a lot of Mysterious Mr. Enter. And Mysterious Mr. Enter is a critic that I respect, but also do not take his opinions at face value because 9/11, if you know what I'm referring to, he can say dumb shit. Everyone can. I'm sure that I've said... I definitely have said dumb shit. In the supercut for ranking the Demon List, I had to fucking correct the weird racism yandere thing because of my ex. So shit happens. But, like, one thing that always stuck with me with Mr. Enter was he said in one of his videos, I don't remember which, but he said, like, I think it was in a video, like, worst Mr. Enter videos or something like that. Mr. Enter said something along the lines of, like, you should never apologize for your opinions. And that's something that I've been trying to take as advice, because I think that, like, yeah, why the fuck would you apologize for your opinions? It's an opinion. I'm sorry for being me. You know? The highest of wave glazers. But yeah, it's weird, because I looked back at ranking the Demon List. I actually rewatched the entire supercut the other day, because I wanted to kind of refresh myself on how I approached it, you know, because it's been a while. And the one thing that bugs me, even in the supercut with all the corrections, right, is that I was too afraid to give some of my opinions. Like, The level where it was more obvious than any was with Thinking Space, where I spent a majority of the Thinking Space review not even apologizing, begging people not to get mad at me. And see, nowadays, I would make a joke about people getting mad at me and wear it as like a sort of badge of honor. Because it's like, my opinion ended up being, I like Thinking Space, it's quirky. I don't think that's an extreme opinion. One other thing, though, about ranking Demon List is that I just didn't do a good job explaining a lot of my opinions. Like, I agree with a lot of the opinions in that series, I don't agree with how I explained it. Like, Silent Club, right? Even with the supercut. I did not explain why I thought Silent Club was less creative than Silent Club Step, because I called it uncreative, I called it lazy, and I called it bad, but I never explained why I thought that. The real reason I think that is because Silent Club's gameplay is just nothing but blue orb corridor spams, which is lame, whereas Silent Club Step has a variety of gameplay. Every section is different to the point where they all have different names. And see, I feel like that's a very solid explanation of why Silent Club is so bad and Silent Club Step is so good. But I couldn't do that back then because I didn't really know what I was doing. Alright, cool. Got the run. You know what the other thing is, though, chat? And I'm gonna give you, like, this is gonna let you in on a bit of a secret, alright? This is a bit of a, like, look behind the veil of how I handle my modern content. Those of you who have watched Ranking the Map Packs will know that it gets a bit off the rails a little bit. Also, bye, Epic Fox. Nice seeing you. But, like, you'll notice that, like, sometimes in ranking the Demon List, or not ranking the Demon List, in ranking the map packs, you know, Polargeist X, this level fucks, I don't even know, I had to write that bit because I couldn't, like, yeah. It's like, this level fucks so hard that it beats Randy Savage's ass with only a Slim Jim. You know, that kind of shit. Those stupid bits, right? The reason those exist is because of a bit of a trick I found when it comes to reviewing levels you don't give a fuck about, and you probably already see where this is going, right? If you go back and you watch Ranking the Demon List, you'll note that a majority of levels, the review goes something along the lines of, yeah, this is certainly a level of all time. It's pretty generic glow. It's not really that entertaining. I don't really know what to say about it. 5 out of 10. And that's how half the reviews go, right? It's like, oh, this level's boring. And the problem is, when you review a boring level, the review is also usually boring if you're just analyzing the content and that's it, right? Like, ah, man, you know, this is just yet another generic 1.9 level. I mean, I guess the colors do look kinda cool, but, like, nothing sticks out to me, man. You know, this is just so lame. Not really a big fan of it. And the thing is, that's fine if you're reviewing maybe, like, 10 levels, and it's one of the levels in the video. You have, like, a 30-second segment where you just say that out of like a 10-minute video. That's not the worst thing in the world. But the problem is with the demon list and, as you could guess, the map packs, there's so many fucking levels that are just not worth talking about. Right? Like, in the map packs, there's so many, like, random-ass, pointless Stereo Madness remakes that no one asked for. In the case of the fucking Pointer Crate Demon list, there's so many early or mid 2.1 mega collabs that are just, like, glow, and that's all the deco is. Glow and bad merging. So, the problem is, right, and I felt this when I rewatched Ranking the Demon list, is if, say in my case, right, it was over 150 because I'd go back and review new placements, but say you review, like 180 levels, right, and about 60 out of that 180 are completely generic, forgettable, not worth talking about. There's literally a level in Ranking the Demon list, Repentless by Ren, where I forgot to review it for like an episode or two, and so the episode where I finally reviewed it, the review opens with, "I'm making sure to review it this time," and that review's entertaining because of that, because it was a funny bit, right? It was like, oh man, kept forgetting to review this, and that describes the level, right? Well, that bit is how you handle that. Just doing jokes like that. Because when the list is 60% Repentless by Ren, and you review it honestly, I mean, I'm going to review it honestly even in a joke or a skit, but if you review it like mundane, like, oh, yep, this is what's in the level, it's boring, then the video is going to become boring because so much of it is that. But, like, if you try to make funny observations and just make it entertaining, it doesn't even have to be big. It could be stuff like, again, the thing in Ranking the Demon list where when I reviewed Gustavo Fring, I made a joke about how Ren whitewashed Gustavo Fring, right? That kind of stuff is funny. And you kind of have to do that. Like, you have to make jokes, otherwise it's just, this level's boring, I don't want to talk about it. This level's boring, I don't really want to talk about it. And so you have to spice it up, right? And so the trick I found is that there are some levels where I don't even have to talk about it. So, like, when I did Stereo Madness X, and I did that skit, right? I did it because I had the kind of idea in my head, and the assumption that my audience would already know, okay, so this is just another Stereo Madness level. But instead of that being the takeaway and they find it boring, now they come out of it with a funny meme, you know? So there's just like, you know, why fucking, you know. But the fact I have that mentality now and I'm so much better about handling fucking boring dog shit, it's part of why I want to redo Ranking the Demon list. That and my lack of fear with pissing people off by having an opinion. I think I can make a much better Ranking the Demon list. Damn it. This level fucks because it's Polargeist X. Yeah, exactly. And it's also just like this level of absurdity. Like, here's the thing, right? I make reviews, and my reviews are meant to be taken seriously, but I also have to keep in mind somewhere in the back of my head that I'm also kind of an entertainer, right? Like, my videos are supposed to be entertaining, even if they are just basically made for me. Damn it. Sometimes you just hit a wall when it comes to hardest. Yeah. What is my previous hardest? Are you asking me or someone in chat? Because mine before Cataclysm, I believe, was Poltergeist. Don't quote me on that, though. Oh yeah, this song fucking slaps, Frostwave. Oh, I know what I meant to talk about. Chat, do you want to hear something really funny? I think Nardalexius, you'll get a kick out of this in particular. Because I remember we were like... I was like thinking about watching this video and I hesitated in call, so I didn't, right? So there's, Actually, this is also kind of going to double as your update on the mod chat leaks, chat, because I know some of you were curious about the outcome of that. So, the mod chat leaks, I refused to cover them because of how other people were covering them and how maliciously the leaks are released. Because here's the issue with the leaks. The guy who did it, he's not trustworthy. Right? Like, right off the bat, you don't know what's edited, you don't know what context has been removed, like... I don't want to promote those files because it's a legitimate possibility that they're bullshit. So I decided pretty early on that, yeah, I'd read them privately, see what's in them, and then just forget about it, right? And to be fair, I'm just gonna say this, chat, this is the best way I can put this. If someone is incriminated in those fucking mod chat leaks, right? Chances are they were already exposed and are not in the community anymore. Think, Grax. Right? Grax is... We already know Grax... Honestly, I don't even think the files had proof that Grax was a bad person. I think that just happened organically. So, like... The mod chat leaks just don't really do anything. That being said, a YouTuber covered them. And it's a name that I never really expected to unironically matter in a drama. But old gens might remember the name Muhammad Chakalim Al-Abdullah. Okay? This guy is a infamous troll in the GD community. I think I mentioned him on the Iceberg as well. I don't remember, though. But his whole thing is that at one point in time... he spammed a bunch of level comment sections with, like, sub to his channel. And then if you go to his channel, it's, like, falsely accusing Rob of being a bad person. And I think he, like, doxed Rob's house at one point. And he paid Fiverr Jesus to, like, call Geometry Dash players crack addicts or something. It's just, like, you know, typical, like, troll degen... 4channer behavior, right? Just not a nice guy. So him, of all people, he covered the mod chat leaks. Now, all I have to tell you to give you an idea of just how seriously he handled the mod chat leaks, he compared the mod chat, while obviously getting shit wrong, directly compared the mod chat leaks to the Epstein files. Which, even if you think that the mod chat leaks are as bad as people say they are, which they're not, I'm pretty sure the Epstein files are worse. There's a reason why the government keeps trying to censor those and not the GD files. Because the Epstein files incriminate the entirety of the US's elites. That's like comparing a loaded gun to a taser. So, already not off to a great start. I initially didn't watch the video on my own. The reason I ended up seeing any of it, and I did end up watching it on my own, was because I watched a reaction video. I forget who the guy was, but he was a former Geostorm member, and he left way before the mod chat leak shit. Yeah, ZeroSR, thank you. I watched his video. And, I mean, if you've seen ZeroSR's video, he explains all the problems with it a lot better than I can. So, like, I really feel like you should just go watch his video. But that being said, there's a moment in Muhammad's video where he's talking about a situation involving Wyrax, which is already a gray situation where I'm not really willing to throw accusations towards Wyrax, because the whole situation, as it's laid out, is Wyrax was being not safe for work with someone, then found out that that somebody was underage, and then immediately stopped. Which is, in my opinion, exactly what you're supposed to fucking do in that situation. Right? If you find out that the person you've been doing the dirty with might be underage, you immediately stop, and that's exactly what Wyrax did. I think part of why they were getting shit is because they stayed in contact with them afterwards. But, like, they stopped. So it's fine, right? But now, here's the part that I find really funny, okay? The guy that Wyrax had this whole thing happen with, I'm not gonna say their name, because I really don't feel like sending people after this guy, because I'm just not gonna do that, but this guy, I saw their name in the screenshot in the files, and the first thing I did was blurt out, I know this guy! Because I did. I don't remember exactly what Discord server it was. I believe it was the either like the silent levels list or the hardest levels to bot list or something like that, right? But in one of those Discord servers, this guy would not stop pinging me. I want to say he pinged me like fucking 7-8 times a day. I should have said 6-7, god damn it. He would legitimately ping me like 8 fucking times a day. And he wouldn't say anything. He would just say, @NothingIsScary. 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 And at a certain point I was like, what the fuck are you doing? And he replies, oops, that's my bad. My phone is broken. Every time I open Discord, it pings you. I don't know why. Which is the most bullshit thing I've ever heard. Because you're telling me that your phone is a bug that makes it so your phone tags specifically me, specifically in this channel, every time you open Discord? And does that also mean that you open Discord 7 separate times a day on your phone? Like, huh? And so the guy is just weird. Like my phone used to call you when loading Discord for a time, so like, I mean, yeah, Discord does have bugs like that, but we're talking like 7 times a day, and only me, and the pings were in a server general chat. So, I just feel like the guy was being a bit of a troll, right? Especially because the pings seemed to speed up whenever I brought attention to it. So, like, yeah, exactly, Awfulcus, looking for trouble, that's how it felt. So, it's just funny that this guy that I had such a weird experience with back in the day ended up being the same guy that contacted Wyrax to do that stuff, getting Wyrax in trouble. Like, it paints this image in my head personally that maybe, just maybe, they were lying with Wyrax to set them up. Like, maybe they lied to Wyrax. They made things seem like they were fine, and then they weren't, and, like, they were just, like, sabotaging them because let's fuck with the mod team. Like, I don't know. It sounds a bit conspiratorial, but at the same time, it's like, it wouldn't be the first time I've heard of something like that happening. It wouldn't even be the third. So I don't know. The Xylonox exposition? Yeah. I clicked it too early. One thing I like about this level is that it does a really good job at teaching you not to buffer things. Like, if you're a new player, this is such a good level to strive to do. It's way better than doing a Heinz level. It helps you improve at the same thing, but it's, like, way better than something like that. Fuck. I don't like that platform, though. Chat is a bad thing that I didn't even know what a buffer was until after I beat Accu. Nah, not necessarily. It's tech. I've had to explain this to so many people, but improving at GD really does just come down to learning tech and then learning how to take advantage of it. Like, I'm sure most of you in chat don't know what gravity portal momentum cancellation is. Even though you've probably done it in club step without realizing it. Yeah, I mean, of course you do, Nardalexius. That's because I told you about it. Okay, a bit of a detour from this, but I'm going to show you guys something really fun. So, let me... Don't paste that in. I'm shocked that's still pasteable. So if I, you know, set up like a little thing here with a gravity portal, right? If you hold into a gravity portal, you see how it has to do like the usual ship arc, right? Like let's do it this way. I'm gonna do like an auto setup, right? Actually, this should probably be because I want it to fall into it. Yeah, so this is really hard to demonstrate intentionally. Basically, it's possible to kill your momentum so that way you go down sooner. Oh wait, no, I know what I'm doing wrong. So I do want it like this. Yeah, so I also have to be on old ship physics, I think. Yeah. So you see how I clicked inside of the portal and it like took a second to start going down, right? Well, if you start clicking roughly right around here, like right before the portal, what that's going to do is it's going to kill all your momentum and shoot you downwards. Like that. It's a really weird thing. I actually got to move this up a little bit. But it's a weird thing that you can do. Yeah, like that. See how much faster I went down than if I would have clicked, like, right here? Like, this is where it hit without doing it. Right here. If I can do it. It's kind of hard to do on purpose. Yeah, look at how much farther to the left I am. And the thing is, this is something you encounter on accident all the time. Because if you play a level like Clubstep, right? Clubstep is like the first level you'll ever see this happen in. I still have the fucking Harlem Shake melody swap. Okay. Well, we're stuck with this, because I'm not changing it. Glad to know Jukebox remembered my settings. Bear with me, because this is at the second half of the level. Okay, so right here. You see how I just kind of like... I'll hold into it, and then it'll make a difference. But you see how if I just like hold into it, it goes a lot slower and I'm a lot closer to the spikes? And mind you, I'm releasing before the portal, but I'm just like doing it really quickly. Well, if you tap into every portal, it sort of snaps you and lets you go instantly. Versus, again, not doing that. And it's actually hard for me to not do it intentionally, because, like, I'm so used to that, it's a click pattern. It's really weird, but, like, you could just click inside of the portal, and I managed to touch the fucking spike there. It's such a specific piece of tech, and when you know how to do it, it lets you control the gravity portals a lot more. That's fucking insane, wow. And if you're playing a level like Ice Carbon Diablo X, you literally have to do that. There are parts where it forces you to do that. So, yeah, stuff like that, like, when learning stuff like that, I mean, there's a different mechanic like that everywhere in the game. So, like, I could spend hours explaining stuff like Coyote frames and Grace frames, which are very similar, but one's orbs, one is platforms. Fucking, robot jump height stuff that's really weird. Was that intentional? Probably, because it works so naturally with Clubstep. There's so much different tech, and we need a GD tech video. That's the thing. It could literally go on for hours. Ouch. God damn it. Why am I suddenly enabled to do that ship part? What is wrong with me with those fucking ship parts, dude? Is it because it's moving? That might be throwing me off a lot more than I realize. Yeah, that specific transition, that cube portal, is like the only flaw with the level. Oops. Do I think Michigan was a good creator? Yes. The only bad level Michigan made that wasn't, like, a triple spike challenge level or the Flappy Bird level, the only, like, actually bad thing he made was, Water Temple. Every other temple level is good, all the parts he made in his collabs were good. I know Bloodbath, his part pisses people off, but it is a good part. What the fuck? Even Water Temple's not that bad. I have a lot of choice words with Water Temple. Mainly, why the fuck would you put that there? What were you thinking? That can apply to most of the level. Ouch. Ah, I just fucking flew right into that. Shadow Temple is a good level. I get why some people don't like it, but I think it's good. Sure, Charlie XCX macro mashup. We'll do that. Charlie XCX the GOAT. Holy shit. Now that's what I'm fucking talking about. Yeah, let's go. Inferno, and then we have to do In Silico. But In Silico we only have to do once, because apparently I already did the server completion for that. Oh yeah, by the way, chat, I forgot to mention it. For those of you who don't know, I already claimed it. The GD Awards Wraith code is working again, and it's only going to work for like a week, so go put it in. It gives you that one special cube that everyone likes. I am gonna BRB for just a second, chat, because I'm gonna go take some headache medicine, because I got a slight headache, and I'm gonna wash my glasses, because I think that's what caused my headache. So I'll be right back, sit tight, don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. And I'm back. Sorry I took a little bit. The only headache medicine I could find was Dayquil. I took Dayquil at night. Which is a bit funny. Yeah, totally. The stream is starting soon. Okay, anyway. I'm gonna see if any mods got updated in the meantime. Nope. Okay. Actually, unless I have to refresh. Nope. Okay. Inferno by Codex. Oh, no. 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 I remember fucking hating this level. Alright, let's just hope I have a better experience this time. Already with one of the learniest fucking UFOs I've ever seen in an Easy Demon. Oh my god, man. It's crazy that Codex is allowed to use the editor and no one's talking about it. Yeah, I really think someone needs to stop them. This level is like Diet Coke Rupture with glow. That's an insult to Rupture, actually, my bad. Shout out to Codex for making Blender. It's peak! Even my wave-carried ass has to acknowledge that that fucking mini-wave does not belong in an easy demon. That is absurd. Yeah, this is an easy demon. Yep. I don't know much about PG 1004. I can't confirm or deny any of that, chat. All I know about him is that I remember he crashed out and quit the game over like a random daily level that was kind of just mid. I'm sure he came back. Even if he didn't come back as PG 1004, I'm sure that guy's still playing to this day. It was a 9-star, but it was a pretty hard 9-star. I remember it was like a cube only level that ramps up in difficulty the farther you get. I can agree that the level's not the greatest, but I don't think it's that bad. Not bad enough to make someone quit. Especially considering PG 1004 made PG 1004's levels, which are not... Like, I don't want to be too mean, but they are way worse than that daily level. Yep. I do think it's funny that one of the quotes from when PG 1004 quit was something along the lines of, like, Rob needs to do a better job at picking what levels he sets as daily, or, like, Rob needs to do a better job paying attention to gameplay, or something along those lines, right? And all I could think was, like, man... It's almost like this system is meant to highlight creators that Rob personally thinks deserve it. It's almost like this is the best level released that day. I forgot that was upside down. You are fuck map. Yep. Fuck. Chad, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I think I'm actually getting excited for In Silico. I'd rather play it than this, that's why. You know what I've been wondering? I haven't heard anything from him in a while. Where's Riot been? What's he been up to? Last I heard, he was streaming, like, Call of Duty Zombies or something. I wonder if he dropped Tidal Wave or if he just hasn't been publicly showing his progress. God damn it. Streamed Bloodlust last month? Oh. Do you watch or listen to... Yeah, I like Dasher Podcast. There was a while where I wasn't that big of a fan because how off-topic they got, but after a while I think that just became part of the charm. Low-key, I think it'd be cool as hell to be on Dasher Podcast. Not because I think I deserve it, but because I think it'd be really funny. I think it'd be extremely funny because if I was ever on Dasher Podcast, like, they should air my Dasher Podcast episode on April Fool's Day so that they could gaslight people and be like, nah, guys, see, the Nothing Is Scary episode, that was an April Fool's joke. So that, like, anyone getting mad at the episode, they could just be like, nah, man, that was a joke. And then it was, like, totally not a joke. I think the appeal for me being on any GD podcast would be just how fucking woke I am. I'd be like the reverse Joe Rogan. I'd be too woke and I'd piss people off by being too woke. You know what I mean? Like, I just start saying some crazy shit and I piss all of their audience off and it's like, man, I think, like, what's a random woke opinion that I could throw out there? Is like, yeah, you know what? I like Red Velvet. I think it's a good level, and I think people are mad for no reason. And then, like, everyone's mad. That's not like a random asshole, by the way. Red Velvet's a really fucking cool level. It's got mild adult themes, therefore kill it with fire, because the GD community is apparently filled with a bunch of fucking abstinence Christians. I'm joking, by the way. That was like a joke insult. I'm not, you know, whatever. Why'd I jump there? What's this thing about Red Velvet? Red Velvet, if you don't know Frostwave, is an easy demon themed around pup play. And it got rated legendary. It's not, that explicit, but it's explicit. Like, there's a part where you're in the UFO, and the little, like, gates that you're jumping through, like the little gate indicators for the UFO, are, like, spike dog collars. Which is really on the nose. And it uses, like, a hyperpop song that's, like, really explicit. I'm a prude, so I don't like it. Fair enough. But there's also a difference between not liking it and being like, no one should like this. This is too much. We should unrate it. How dare RobTop rate this level? And I've seen people be like, how is this okay, but Lust Letter's not? And I'm kind of like, Lust Letter showed, like, actual nudity. It was softcore, but it showed actual nudity. Everything in that level's implied. I should probably beat that level. I want to beat it, but I also want to do all the Rebeat arc stuff first before I beat anything, like, new. There have been exceptions to that, but, like, you know. I got disoriented. GD Twitter sucks? Yeah. I mean, it's kind of what I've realized is that, like, people are just looking for things to be mad at. Ah, this Geometry-ish level has mildly suggestive themes. I'm gonna fucking tear the ground apart like the Hulk. It's like, bro, do you ever go outside? Do you ever just, like, have some fucking fun? The same people that do that are the type of people that would debunk a conspiracy theorist or not a conspiracy theorist. They're the same type of people that would debunk a conspiracy theory to someone who doesn't believe in a conspiracy theory and just finds it interesting. It's the same shit. Just learn how to have fun. I forgot 6, 7. Fucking kill myself. And I get it. Sometimes it can feel good to just yell at the internet, right? I do legitimately get it. I mean, like, Twitter. But I don't know, I just feel like you gotta learn what is and isn't worth yelling at. Cause, like, I had this whole video planned out recently, chat, where I was gonna talk about clip farmers, and how I thought they were bad for the community, and I was gonna explain, like, on a functionality level, like, why they are harmful to the GD community, and what their existence takes away, and how fucking harmful they are to the community at large in terms of smaller creators growing and all that sort of stuff, right? And I was just gonna go knee-deep on all this sort of shit. Like, I was gonna fucking shit on, Jinxie and Vortrox and TCD, and I had a whole segment talking about how Zoink's orbit verification was, like, the only time I had ever seen clip farming done well, because it's okay to organically clip farm and just kind of be like, oh, there's a funny moment on stream, why don't I post it? Like, that's fine, right? But the kind of clip farming I'm shitting on in that video was like, Jinxie just randomly going and fucking dry humping his camera as his reaction to beating Clubstep. Just fake, cringe bullshit that's meant for nothing other than to drag attention to him through Twitter. It's fucking cringe. And Vortrox, I don't know if he still does it, because I don't watch people when I don't like their content. But last I checked in on Vortrox, he was doing stuff like the Bloodbath reaction, where it was very obviously overacted. And the thing is, the whole video is going to go into that, but I had to take a step back and I had to be like, do I really give a shit? Like, at the end of the day, this video existed to tell people why they shouldn't respect a type of content, right? And I had to take a step back and be like, maybe I should just let people watch what they want to watch, even if I think it's shit content. Like, if someone's not watching TCD, it's probably because they agree with me, and if they're watching TCD, they probably don't want to hear what I have to say. Isn't clip farming by definition intentional? Yes, but no, so no. Clip farming is when you focus more on trying to make it so that your stuff gets clipped. Hence the name, you're farming clips. And you don't have to be fake to do that. You can be entertaining and organic, you know what I mean? Like, if you're clip farming, there's two ways to do it. Either you just naturally are funny, right? And this is like Joel from Vinesauce, right? Where he just says funny shit organically and it gets clipped. And then you have the type where it's like overacting their reaction to beating a game, playing up their anger, kind of like what PewDiePie used to do back when he played horror games back in like 2013, you know? Like, just this fake bullshit that's meant to, like, drum up a personality you don't have. But the thing is, I'm also really glad I decided not to make the Clip Farmer video, because Jinxie being nominated for Best Streamer for a game he barely fucking plays pissed enough people off on Twitter that I think they kind of just understood. So my video ended up not being needed anyway. Because, like, here's the thing. Jinxie has played GD, and he's interacted with people in the GD community, but Jinxie is not a part of the GD community. I used to think Vsauce and Vinesauce were the same person. That is funny. Also, I just realized, hey, LOL Show. Welcome to the stream. I didn't notice you were here because I've kind of been locked in and haven't been reading chat as much. In my GD player safety revision that actually going to be negotiated with Rob Top, I'm going to throw the age-restricted system to make explicit topics possible in this game. I hope that ends up happening. Because I genuinely think Geometry Dash isn't just a game for fucking toddlers anymore. This game is an art form. And I feel like artists need the ability to flourish and make what they want, and being able to push the maturity boundaries, right, would be really nice. And I feel like if there was a way to age gate your levels, so we could get more stuff like the shit Devin used to make, right? Maybe not as bad as Man Man, that was a bit extreme, but like, just like edgy gore-esque levels, I think would be cool. Please don't make people use ID or AI for that. That's not going to happen. Rob's not going to do that. But it's like, I feel like it'd legitimately only be a net positive to allow mature content in GD. And I also feel like there's already levels that would benefit from being marked as mature. Maybe not mature, but like, I don't know how the rating system would work, but T for teen, if you will. I'm so glad I clicked after I fell off, because I'm not supposed to click there. I forgot. I fucking forgot. In my system, the elder moderators will bound the ratings on normal levels. Well, you know what I want to see happen more, LOL Show? Like, the big thing that I want to push for? I want to see a set for the mod team where their whole goal is to re-rate non-demons. Levels like this. This is like an insane demon. I'm trying to see if I can... This level's really fucking cool, but it's hard. Death Machine stream when? I don't know if I'll ever do Death Machine, but I'm planning on doing Shaken as my final Insane, because I think it's legitimately fun. I honestly would love to see the mod team just go through the UDL and check to fix ratings. It'd be really cool. Because seeing Shaken finally be re-rated to Insane Demon would make me so happy. I did it again. Clicked when I wasn't supposed to, but also did that click I wasn't supposed to do late, so it didn't matter. Oh, great. Like, fucking... They should look into the level Liquid Containers. That'd be like a high-end Insane Demon. And it's like an 8-star, if I remember correctly. Oh my god. What? Oh no, I don't want to do that. Maybe I do want to do that. That's a good workaround for making a copy while I can't do copy hack. We'll just do that. Fuck, what was the level ID? Untitled.tmg, there we go. I just need to practice this ending because I already forgot how to do it. Why haven't you downgraded to 2.207? Because I don't like playing on older versions, because I'm pretty sure that's not allowed by leaderboards. I could be wrong, but I've heard before that it's not. How did I get Geode then? There is a alpha release for developers, and that's what I'm using. My robot's face misaligned from its body. I hate that bug. It looks so bad when it happens. Jesus fucking Christ, dude, this level. Oh my fucking god, dude. Ah. Dying. I die in geometry as you die in real life. Dude, I think it's so funny when the event involving Charlie Kirk happened, everyone was like, nah, you can't make fun of his death, rah, that's bad, conservatives are mad, and then, like, it's been a few now, and it's just a meme. I don't know a single person that doesn't make jokes. New event level, Charlie Kirk. Oh my fucking god, man. Are there any fucking mashups for this? Because I'm getting very bored of listening to the world's quietest fucking dubstep song. Of course there aren't. Because who the fuck would care enough to... How do you make a mashup out of a song that barely has audio? This song is just a fucking synth bass with nothing else. The occasional cymbal crash, like the guy who's at the drum set not playing anything, is getting very bored. And then there's like a siren in the back that's like, yo, we're not supposed to be in the studio right now, you gotta leave. Why'd you break in here? Well, you broke in, you're not stealing anything, you're just playing with our synthesizer? What are you doing? That shouldn't be fucking possible. You're God. Fuck. I'm so bored, dude. You know what? Fucking, I know how to alleviate the boredom. Hold on. 10 hours of silence, occasionally broken up by Roblox coil. There we go. This mailbox is mine, and this triagonal sign. I forget the rest of the words, but it doesn't matter because they're mine. Better idea, play like 3 or 4 of these at once for different sounds? God, no. It's funnier this way because we can never predict it. God damn it. Ah! It was louder than I thought it was gonna be. Fuck. Got scared by the fucking Roblox gravity coil. I'm the one who did it. Can that fucking jump work? Jesus Christ. Okay, we made it. Good run. Don't throw now. I forgot! No! Fuck! Oh my god, why? Next time we hear the noise, it's gonna be the attempt I beat it. Watch. Let's go! Come on, where's the noise? Where's the noise? Damn it, you proved me wrong! You've forsaken me, Roblox coil! How dare you? Oh my god. Okay, we gotta beat it again. Why did I think that was a fake? I guess I was proven double wrong. Fucking Christ. This is such a dumb bit. There we go. So it's not going to go off on either completions. I see. Well, I'm closing the tab. Roblox Coil's a meanie. Alright, we have one left, and we only have to beat this one time, so let's see. Oh my fucking god. That's a fucking transition, Jesus. Oh my fucking god, why would you put that saw blade there? That's completely blind. You can't see that. Hey, lol show. Okay. I can't with that fucking saw blade, dude. Okay, that's a run. Chat is a little dead, but that's okay. That is fair, cartoonist. Lurking is perfectly fine. Encouraged, even. Alright, that's half the level. I honestly feel confident enough to just go from 0. Yep, I knew that was the wrong way. Fucking Christ, man. Wish me luck with this. Thank you. How the fuck am I still alive? Fucking... man. God. I'm getting tired and that's not helping. Better Call Saul, but DoorDash exists. Wonder how that'll go. Just saying random shit that pops into my head sometimes, I don't know. Can I do the thing? No, I don't think so. Alright, chat. I think I'm gonna end stream, and I'm probably gonna sleep buff this and beat it off stream, because I'm really tired. I hope that's okay. I'm just not playing that well. I could tell that I'm starting to get affected by being sleepy, so, yeah. We did a lot, though. I mean, we beat 3 of the Gauntlet levels, which means we basically beat 6 demons this stream. Actually, was it 4? Because we did a Blaze, Tabasco, the other one... Okay, it was 3. It was 3. Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna end stream. Good night, everybody.